everyone. I know you're all enjoying your Magnums. Can you put your headphones on? Thank you. Put your headphones on. Brill. So we're ready to begin. Snap, crackle, pop. The fizzing sound of a bowl of Rice Krispies. It takes me back to being a child, sitting at my kitchen table, eating breakfast before I go to school, pouring as much sugar as possible before my dad noticed. To me, that's the sound of pure nostalgia and ultimately the power of Sonic branding. My name is Shannon Lennon-Smith and I'm the marketing manager for Magnum in the UK. Audio has become the frontline asset in the battle for attention. We know from neuroscience that our brains process visuals, sound faster than visuals, and that sound is more deeply rooted in memory. At Magnum, we have been on our own sonic journey for the last few years to elevate our crack into become our most distinctive brand asset, to mean that we can deliver the most immersive campaigns to cut through the noise. But why did we do this? As the market leader, we're no stranger to imitation. Over the last few years, we've seen more private label and challenger brands coming into this space, delivering knockoff Magnums. They mimic our shape, our flavour, even our packaging. But what they can't do is imitate our famous crack. A few years ago, in the midst of the cost of living crisis, we really needed to justify why Magnum was worth paying more for. For Magnum, our crack is more than just a sound. It is our sign of our quality credentials. Since 1989, when we launched the Magnum brand, we have stayed true to that original recipe, focusing on delivering indulgence and the best quality ice cream. Every Magnum is dipped in a thick, generous layer of real chocolate, which delivers that unbelievable crack sensation. And we don't just preserve that crack, we innovate around it too. Some of you might have tried our Magnum bonbons when you arrived, which is our latest MPD. This took us years in the making to make sure we could deliver the same satisfying crack as the rest of our portfolio. Sonic branding gave us a way to reinforce our superiority. So whether it's a stick, a mini, a pint, or a bonbon, nothing cracks like Magnum. And it's not just us as marketeers who are obsessed with our crack. Consumers noticed it too. We know on social media, we spotted it on, sorry, my thing might came off. On social media, we spotted people talking about it. We saw people commenting about it on decom reviews. And so we knew that this was really something that we should be tapping into. We observed that it's not just the first bite of a Magnum that's all about taste. It's that moment of pleasure. And science backs this up. Research shows that when sound and taste are experienced together, it deepens that emotional connection. The crack doesn't just enhance the first bite, it amplifies it. It's not surprising that our best content on social media is ASMR-led. This video has over 1 million views on on TikTok. And it follows the whole sonic journey of eating our new bonbon, ending with that crack. Identifying this product truth that is this human truth that's so intrinsically linked to our product truth meant that we knew we could elevate the crack to its iconic status. So we leaned in, we created our brief with our creative agency Lola, and created our new campaign.
Nothing cracks like Magnum. thick, cracking chocolate, velvety vanilla ice cream. Magnum, true to pleasure.
I can genuinely reassure you that a cat wasn't harmed in the making of that. That is a real cat called Thomas, but he was very happy on set day. Fab. So we had this amazing campaign ready to go, but we really had to then consider what were the media channels that we wanted to focus on. We worked to establish that crack. We partnered with our media agency Mindshare to really think about how we could evolve our media model to more sound-on environments. So for TV and radio and cinema, that was quite simple because they do the most incredible job for sonic branding. When it came to social media, we really focused on those sound-on placements. So for example, Reels, 93% of Reels are watched with sound on, so that's where we knew we needed to show up. We also experimented a bit and we used new audio spatial technology to deliver an in-feed asset on Meta to really distract consumers mid-feed. I'm going to play it to you now.
Put on your headphones for a spatial sound experience.
Magnum Classic radio spot, take one. Matt, write the Magnum Classic at my signal. Remember to emphasize the perfect cracking chocolate. Well, where's my signal?
Sorry, couldn't resist. Nothing cracks like Magnum. Magnum, true to pleasure.
But it was really an out-of-home where we had the opportunity to do things differently and consider how we could use sound to really enhance those environments. I'm so pleased I was able to feed you all Magnums before showing you all these videos in this heat. That's great. So in that video, you would have seen how we really pioneered new media technology to disrupt in the out-of-home space. One of the pieces of technology we did was a partnership with Global. We utilised their audio and out-of-home capabilities to create this disruptive media system. When a listener was listening to digital radio, they would hear our latest radio ad that heroed the crack. Then, shortly after, whenever they were in proximity to a digital out-of-home, they would then see our advert. So you're really able to get that incredible layering effect of both those comms to create that 360, which was super disruptive and very cool. We also partnered with Ocean to use their sound-on enabled digital out-of-home in big footfall sites like Printworks in Manchester, but also Westfield in London. And you can really see here how that crack audio just dramatises that out-of-home. Brilliant. So, in a world where brands fight to be seen, we chose to be heard. We elevated the crack to become our most distinctive brand asset, seducing the senses to ensure that we could deliver the most immersive, engaging campaigns that ultimately delivered business results. This is just the beginning of our sonic journey, because when it comes to indulgence, nothing cracks like a Magnum. Thanks, everyone.
Well, thank you very much, Shannon. Listen, we've only got time for just one quick question.
Yes.
Which is, you used all these different senses all at once.
Yes.
So what's next? Are you going to start using smell or touch or taste?
Well, I think the most important thing when it comes to ice cream is to get as many consumers tasting it as possible. Because we genuinely know as soon as people eat a Magnum, they just remember how great it is.
Yes. Well, listen, guys, what a way to finish the morning session. And I don't know about you, we've had a lot about vision, we've heard a lot about sound today. I was very grateful for the taste, but also the temperature of Magnums there. Thank you very much, Shannon, for that. It's now lunch. We're going to have lunch. Come back here at 2:20 if you want to watch Richard Ayoade, who's going to be in the Hexagon stage, but it'll also be transmitted here. And then we start again at 10 to 3 at 2:50 with Pot Noodle talking about how they used hearing and sound as well. But thank you so much, Shannon, and have a lovely lunch.